Hey everyone, today in science we're going over Lab Safety 101, which covers our general rules and practices while in the lab. We're going to start off with no horseplay. Everyone knows in the lab you should use general safety and common sense, also known as your lab etiquette. So here I have Kratos and Darth Maul. So when they start going at it, that's a no-no. Huge no-no. This is what we would like to see in the lab. We're calm, we're doing our work, we're following the guidelines of the lab, your work, or school place. See? Very nice experiment going on here. Alrighty. Next, we're gonna go over our chemicals. You should always know what is inside of your labware. Bottles, whether they be glass, anything. They should be properly labeled so that you know what it is. Empty bottles should be cleaned and stored. So, please don't taste anything in the lab either. It's a big no-no as well. Next, we're gonna go over your PPE, or your proper protective equipment. So to start off with that, we're gonna go with lab coat. So your lab coat is your first line of defense for most of your body and skin. You always want to make sure that your lab coat is properly closed and worn to make sure that if you have a spill, you have a line of defense. If your lab coat is open, that's it. Most of your clothes will be soaked and you never know what will happen there. Next, we have our goggles. So to protect your eyes, you need to have your goggles on. You need your eyes to see. They get you through the day. Protect them. They're worth it. We have our gloves. So, one pair of gloves should always be worn in the lab, whether it be for cleaning up, whether it be for setting up an experiment, conducting your experiment, whatever it may be. Gloves are always important. One pair of gloves is good. In the event that you need to change your gloves, it's always a good idea to have an extra pair of gloves on hand with you. You can just take them, keep them in your lab coat. You have pockets. Very convenient. Next, we're gonna go with shoes. Closed-toed shoes, no slip sole preferred. They must cover your whole foot, plus socks. No socks, doesn't count. If you plan to wear open-toed shoes, such as this very scary looking heel, you are likely to slip. Your toes are exposed, your whole foot is exposed, you drop something, that's it. There goes your foot. Choose wisely. Alright, the other thing, and this is not just for ladies, it's for gentlemen. Some of us have long hair. This is a chongo. You can use it to tie your hair back, put it in a braid, put it in a bun, do something. Protect your hair. It could catch fire. So that rounds up our basic PPE. Now we're going to go into something that you should be doing every day, whether you're in a lab or not. That is hand washing. Everyone knows the birthday song. It's 20 seconds. Especially with the current pandemic, you all should be washing your hands like crazy. You should wash your hands before and after an experiment, and before you leave the lab. That's very important. Make sure anytime you plan to leave the laboratory, you are washing your hands for your safety and for everyone else's safety. Okay. You should also know your work area. That's the location of your teacher, the location of your professor, and the other lab rats that are there with you. The next few things you should know are your first aid kits. They're for your injuries. Know where they're located and know who is your first aid certified personnel. They'll help you in case it's more than just a band-aid or a cut. Your eye wash station, you should know the location of this as well as how to properly use it. Your SDSs, or your safety data sheets. These will help you with all kinds of information on all your chemicals. So if you have a chemical, you can pull your SDS up. It'll tell you all general information. Is it flammable? What's it for? Who it was for? This will also come with your C of A. Your C of A is your certificate of analysis. You have to have those too. Your fire extinguisher, know where those are. All of these things, the first aid kits, the eye wash station, your SDSs, and your fire extinguisher, plus your shower stations should all be labeled, and you should have a clear path to all of them, including your exits. You gotta have at least one because you got in that room somehow. Alright guys, this has been Lab Safety 101. Thank you for watching. Until next time.